What prompted me is, I grew up in Utica my whole life, and I wanted to do something a little bit more significant than we've done in the past. We've always contributed to the area throughout my professional career, and I wanted to do something that was going to help add to the area, enrich the area, and have an impact on many people. I grew up in East Utica. When we practiced and, played Pop Warner football, we didn't even have our own field. We would use Proctor's field whenever it was available, and pretty much would practice in the park or play in the park. Played minor league there, Little League, Pony League, Babe Ruth. Just a lot of events all through high school and college.
So Sal Longo came to me, and he has a good working relationship with Cal Ripken. And we felt that PR Proctor Park was really the best place to have it. It is a city park, part of our master plan for our parks. We walked the entire park. We looked at some areas where Cal thought maybe it would be good, what the program was, what they're trying to achieve, trying to help some of the youth that don't have the greatest facilities out there, and he's been very successful throughout the East Coast with this type of a programming. And I was excited, and Sal said, you know what, I want to give back also. The golden thing about Sal, he's never forgot where he came from. And Sal's the type of person who's never looking for the accolades.
The Sal Longo Field inception was back when Mayor Palmieri first got into office. The mayor and I were having a conversation about where we're at with parks and recreation in the city. He said, what are some of the things that you're looking for? And one of the things I said that I had a dream or a wish for would be an artificial turf field, similar to what Utica College had. But I said, that's a long ways away. It's a big wish list. So that's where it ended. About 5 years ago, the mayor calls me out of the blue, says, I think your dream is going to come true. I have someone coming in and we're going to have a conversation. And at that point, the mayor introduced me to Sal Longo. Sal wanted to give back to the community. He also had a relationship with the Cal Ripken Foundation to help build the field. We said we thought we could do it, and we did it. It was an incredible ride from start to finish.
My motivation was to give it to people who could probably least afford it, and to give them a place where they can play on a premium field. We did studies on. Initially, we started going down the path of a baseball field, and we felt with the studies that it would get much more use as a soccer field, Pop Warner, lacrosse, multi-purpose, and be a keystone landmark for Proctor Park, which is just a terrific park.
Well, as a former mayor, I recognize and appreciate that you have to have great programs so that you have access to facilities, you have quality facilities, you do good programming, and that truly does make a difference because parents have an opportunity to have their children participate in organized sports. And I think a facility like this is just a quality facility, not only for the people who live here, but the people who come and visit here. They'll see the type of community that we have, and hopefully they'll fall in love with the community as much as all of the residents of the community have done in the past. And this is a great opportunity.
The actual field itself, the turf, the fencing around it, and some miscellaneous items, that was $1 million. That's what Sal Longo's donation was towards the Cal Ripken Foundation. It was $1 million. They built the field. That's what they built. Then the city kicked in the remainder. That's the bleachers, that's the sound system, that's the scoreboard, that's the landscaping, that's the new paving, that's the lighting, all the incidentals. So there was quite a bit. Then there was the in-kind services, what the city itself put into it, which was the DPW staff and the Parks Department staff, which, being the commissioner of both, I am honored by what these guys did. I mean, we had key people from each department that were there that did a lot of the work, and my gratitude goes out to them 1,000-fold. I had the vision, I sort of told them where I wanted to go with it, but they took it and they ran with it. Great people to work with. It's all cooperation to get one goal done, and we did.
Well, I think that the thing came out a lot nicer than what we first had anticipated. And I think a lot of that credit goes, to the Mayor of Utica, Robert Palmieri, who I felt without the support and the vision for this particular project, I don't think this thing would have happened. I was very serious about this thing, and I needed somebody in politics who was going to be as serious as I was about actually getting this thing done. And Mayor Palmieri, I thought, was a real visionary for this project. You know, being from Utica, he puts his heart and soul in it. And I think working together with that team and, you know, together as one unit, I think it all worked out well. And I've always looked at Utica as a great place, regardless of what other people's opinions are. And I think that people are starting to realize what a great place it really is. And, you know, it's nice to see that people are investing back in the area. You know, you got a great workforce here, you know, and I think you're starting to see the economic development because of that workforce. It's supply and demand and need. And it's very cultural as well. It's a little big city, and the food's great too.